Everybody, and welcome to another review of. Yeah, I got a shitty day. Well, not really shitty. I got another comic that was in not also perfect condition. I bought it new, and it's not damaged, but it's really, how do you say, bent a lot. So I'm gonna make a video about that, or rant, if you will. But that is here not there. This this book is about the Flash, the Rainbow Raider, and Shade. And what's with the real solution? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is a classic. Well, a classic. What I mean, it's a book from. Well, that's a good one. From which is this? 1981. Okay, it's not really that old. Uh, so the Flash number 299. Well, as you can see, we see the villains here, and Flash is in peril. So let's begin, right? Because my mind is all over the place of that comic right now. So let's see what happens. So gonna skip a few pages. So there is a an incident with the Flash and the Shade. The Shade is coming from Earth 2, and there is some shenanigans going over there, and he's coming to Earth 1. And he put the whole city in black and white for whatever reason. I don't know, because I don't have the comic. So the Shade, how do you say, escapes, and Barry gets his staff, his cane, and well, he made a deal with Shade, and we're not going into that a little bit now, but we're going into that a little bit later. And there's also some things going on with his dad because, Flash thinks, or Barry Allen thinks that his dad doesn't know that he is the Flash, but he does. How he knows that, I don't know, but well, let's see. So we skip to a, how do you say, some kind of mansion here, as you can see here, and we see our old pal, the Rainbow Raider. And Rainbow Raider is named, well, his real name is Roy Bivilo. I really like that name. It's really weird. And I got a soft spot for this villain. I don't know why. Maybe it's a silly costume or his silly powers. But basically, he is colorblind. And his costume, or his lenses in his costume, he can create solid color. But he can also use them as lasers and other things, I think. And he is here in a security prison farm, and he uses some kind of experimental paint formula to make himself invisible. And because the primary pigments, which combine to reflect every visible wavelength spectrum of the color, results total invisibility. Yeah, there's some science in here that I really love, and there's I don't know why, but it's really humorous for me anyway. And then we see here Barry sleeping, and then this mysterious figure, who is not so mysterious, but because it's his dad, wants to kill him for something. But he doesn't do it because he wants to be his revenge will be sweet, as a lot of villains should say. So he kind of wakes him up, and Barry said, "Hey, what's going on?" And well, as you can see, I'm totally black and white. And that means there is something going on with the city again. And Barry is not affected because, as he explains in science, the invisible aura that shields my body from the super speed friction heat has something to do with it. I love that the whole made up science, as I as I mentioned earlier. So what happens? He is going to investigate what's going on, and then we see here Mr. Rainbow Raider tapping on these youngsters' car and said, "Hey, you need to get out. I need to borrow this car or steal this car." But then in Earth 2, yeah, this is some kind of world crossover, not really a multiverse, I think. But on Earth 2, the city has been plagued by color storms. I don't know what color storms are, but it sounds funny. And on Earth 1, on Barry's Earth, the city is black and white. So he thinks, you know what? somehow the colors of my Earth is getting sucked in the in the world of Shade. But Shade cannot commit crime because the equipment that he uses is based on shade and stuff. And the colors, storms, disrupt the weapons that he uses, and that is why he's going to Earth 1 to commit crimes. Are you still following? So, okay, I'm gonna skip a few pages, but then, yep, it's a little bit too far. So here he makes a deal with Shade. He said, "Hey, Shade, come out of your dark pocket dimension. We need to set things right." And Shade is gonna, is gonna have a collaboration with the Flash because, well, he cannot go to his own Earth to make crimes because it's all plagued by storms. So, and it has to do something with the Rainbow Raider, and Rainbow Raider has a plan, and that plan is, well, I'm a little bit too far, but it doesn't matter. He has a cannon, and he sucked the light out of the city, and that will be transported in some kind of prison. And that prison he's getting bombarded right now, as you can see here, that gives him his sight back because he's colorblind. And he said, "I can only see black and white." I'm not entirely sure if that's also in real life. I don't believe it's people who has colorblind see black and white. I'm not an expert, but that's what I think. And he uses the experiment to, give his sight back because it's torture for him to see everything in black and white. So Shade and the Flash is going to investigate, but Rainbow Raider is there, and he, tricks them, and Barry is being bombarded by, as Rainbow Raider called it, an implovision. And the implovision, here we go with science, has begun imploding every cell and every molecule in his body. So it takes a few seconds. See here, his body is being, shriveled down. And then Barry, comes up with a plan. And he said, "You know what? I control my own molecules the whole time." He's absolutely master about it. So what he's going to do, he's going to concentrate on each of his billions of molecules individually by generating billions of infinite small vibrations. He said he can reverse the implosions and then cancel the effect of the implosion vision beam. I love these names. Implovision vision beam. And so Barry is normal again. He escapes the ray. He kind of rips off the visor of Rainbow Raider, and he said, "Well, hey, you are powerless now." But no, because remember this. So somehow the prism is giving him, not giving him, but has his optic nerve charged with color energy, and he shoots his beams at the Flash. The Flash is, every color has a different effect on whatever, on people or on objects. So basically, Flash get a lot of kinetic energy, and he's going off like a rabbit at 200 million miles an hour, jumping all over the place. So as you can see, he tried to cancel that, but then Shade intervenes, and he helps basically the Flash by shooting his dark dimension energy, slowing the Flash down. But then we see here that Rainbow Rider tries to kill him, but he cannot do it because the black. Okay, let's do it again. The black absorbs all color wavelengths of the color spectrum because black is the absence of color. So Rainbow Raider cannot do anything anymore. He punches the lights out of Rainbow Raider, and then he destroys the prism, and everything will be back to normal. So color returns. The color on the color storms disappears from Earth 2. Shade is going back to Earth 2, and everything is fine. Or is it? Because we see here a patient's name, would you believe? Barry Allen. So we don't know who he is, but people say this person is Barry Allen, but it cannot be because the Flash is here. So I don't know what's going on after this book because I don't have it, but maybe I'm going to look into it. It sounds really interesting. And but basically, this is a very fun book. And by the way, I didn't give credits to the writer and the penciler. So Cary Bates is the writer. Carmine Infantino is the penciler, and Bob Smith is the inker. Carmine Infantino, I remember that he had done a couple of pages of Spider-Woman when she just started her series, when she just, has been created. So that's how I know who this artist is, because he has a very unique style. And that's that. But we also have a small Firestorm story here. That's not really interesting to me. I didn't read it because I wanted to do this story. So yeah, don't know what's going on. It's fine. I believe it's a feel-good story about robbers and etc. Not sure, but yeah, overall, I really like these classic Flash stories. And in my opinion, I think Flash has the best rogue gallery of all time. Maybe, after that, maybe Batman has the best one, but I think the Flash has the best one. I mean, they're so colorful, no pun intended, but also so weird. And even though these second-rate or third-rate villains, I love these guys. I mean, I like to see more of the shade, and I especially love Rainbow Rider. He's just great. So that's it for my my review. A lot of science, but yeah, it's fun. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm going back to the book that I got. This is it, Brooklyn Gladiator. I bought this because of Simon Bisley, but the whole packaging is a thing, as you can see here. Okay, I'm not going into that yet. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and if you want, and if you like my videos, just share it on social media. Okay, bye for now. Have a nice day.